A podcast we should all listen to. I have so many that I'm in love with.
A podcast I would say you have to listen to.
I think one podcast everyone should listen to is...
A podcast we should all listen to is Too Long Didn't Listen. I'm joking, of course. Well, kind of joking. I'm Josh from Double Audio. Thanks for tuning in, and we're coming to the end of the series, so hopefully you found in the episodes so far some really useful advice from all our amazing guests, and we thought we would, as we approach the end of the series, focus this episode on something a bit more light-hearted. It's not been heavy, but so far, but you know, something a bit more about the love of podcasting. So we asked our guests for some recommendations, and here is what they had to say. I'll see you on the other side.
Too Long Didn't Listen with Double Audio.
A podcast I would say you have to listen to would be Rita B's Faking Adulthood. I think she as a host is super engaging and she's able to bring the best out of her guests. It just makes for really great entertainment, and she does dry humour so well. The whole vibe and the energy of the podcast is just done so well. And if you're feeling down, you want to have a quick laugh, Faking Adulthood with Rita B. Sick.
I think one podcast everyone should listen to is this experimental show from Amy Pearl and WNYC called 10 Things That Scare Me. And the concept was really simple. Each episode, one person comes on and shares 10 of their fears. It could be the fear of spiders. It could be the fear of loneliness. And I think the way they structured that podcast was fantastic, because every episode was 5 to 10 minutes, but each second of that show was so perfectly handcrafted and gorgeously sound designed, and really got every interviewee to open up in ways you rarely hear on even these 2-hour-long chat shows. It's one of the shows that inspired me to start making audio, and I think it's one that every single person should listen.
A podcast we should all listen to. I'm going to cheat and say my own. Switchblade Sister Social Club, if you like true crime, and Britain-Palestine Project, if you want to hear more about the issues of Palestine, and also from the perspective of Britain, who has a historic role in the region. Why should you care if you're British or living in the West? Well, it's because a lot of the issues that are going on today are kind of because of Britain. But on that note, I will also say Empire by the amazing historian William Dalrymple, and also Murder Most Irish, another true crime podcast. I've learned more about Ireland from this podcast than ever before.
A podcast we should all listen to. I have so many that I'm in love with. My first recommendation is Always Search Engine. It's my favorite podcast ever. I never get bored of it. Next is Who Trolled Amber by Tortoise Investigates. Incredible work. Really changed the way I see the internet. I love Creation Myth at the moment. It's a really personal, relevant story. So I urge everyone to listen to that. And any other favorites? I'm a big Shameless fan. And yeah, I recommend podcasts on my Instagram page. So if you want to see more, at KKU_sounds, you can have a look there.
And if you work in podcasting, then I think every single episode of Transom's Sound School with Rob Rosenthal is worth listening to.
Thank you as ever to our amazing guests for contributing to this episode of Too Long Didn't Listen. We've got one more episode coming out in 2 weeks, and that is a bit of a season finale, a compilation of some of the questions we've had and some answers you haven't heard yet. So please subscribe if you want to be the first to hear that, and let us know what you thought of the series. We're coming to the end now, and we are debating the structure and how a season 2 could work. So if you have any thoughts and want to be a part of it, then please do connect with us on socials. TLDL Show is on Instagram. That's the main one we're on. And yeah, please rate the show and tell us whether you want us back. Until next time, thanks for tuning in. I've been Josh for Double Audio. Have a nice day, evening, morning, night, whatever time of day it is that you're listening or watching. I love you and goodbye.
Too Long Didn't Listen with Double Audio.